Hey there, have you ever wondered how a great idea, just a few lines of code on a developer's computer, turns into a real live web application that anyone, anywhere in the world can actually use? Well, today we're going on that exact journey from a local project to a secure, live app running in the cloud. So how does it happen? Well, to answer that, you have to break the journey down into three really critical stages. You have to build it, you have to ship it, and you have to defend it. So let's start at the very beginning with the tools you need to build. All right, let's dive into the fun stuff. To build any kind of modern web app, you need a solid set of tools, right? Your toolkit. And one of the most popular toolkits out there today is called the MERN stack. So what exactly is it? So MERN is just a shorthand for four technologies that are all designed to work together perfectly. But the real magic, the secret sauce that ties them all together, it's pretty simple. They all speak the same language, JavaScript. Let's break down what each letter actually stands for. First up, we've got MongoDB. That's the M. This is your database. Now, instead of old-school rigid tables, it stores data in these flexible JSON-like documents. And this is a total game changer for JavaScript apps because the data format is basically the same as the objects you're already using in your code. It's perfect for everything from user profiles to blog posts. The E stands for Express.js. Now, think of Express as the air traffic controller for your app's backend. It's this super lightweight framework that sits on your server, and its whole job is to manage all the incoming requests and tell your application exactly what to do with them. It's the brains of the operation. For the R, we have React.js. This is the part that your users actually see and click on, the front end. React's superpower is that it lets you build your entire user interface out of small, reusable Lego bricks called components. You can build a button just once and then reuse it absolutely everywhere, which you can imagine is incredibly efficient. And finally, the N, that's for Node.js, and this is the engine that makes the whole backend purr. Node.js is the revolutionary tech that took JavaScript out of the web browser and put it onto the server. It's what allows Express to run and what makes it possible for the entire application to be powered by just one language. So, what does this all mean for you, the developer? Well, it means serious efficiency. You're using just one language, JavaScript, for the front end, the back end, the whole shebang. That, combined with powerful tools and reusable parts, makes the MERN stack a real powerhouse for building modern apps and building them fast. All right, so you've used all these awesome tools and you've built your masterpiece. Time to pop the champagne, right? Well, not so fast. Now you've got to face the next great challenge for every developer out there, deployment. Taking your app from your computer and actually putting it online for the world to see. Ah, yes, the classic "it works on my machine" problem. We've all been there. You build an application, like this simple little to-do list, and it runs flawlessly on your own computer. But that's the trap. It only works on your machine. And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you actually bridge that gap between your local laptop and the global internet? How do you make your application accessible and scalable and reliable for users anywhere in the world? Well, the answer lies in the cloud. And, maybe more importantly, in automation. Services like Amazon Web Services, or AWS, give us the tools to solve this problem really elegantly. Let's take a look at how a modern deployment pipeline actually works. See, modern deployment is all about automation. Instead of dragging and dropping files, you build an automated pipeline. First, you containerize your app with a tool like Docker. Think of it like packing your entire app and everything it needs into one standardized, neat little box. Then you push that box to a registry, which is just a big warehouse for your containers. From there, an automated assembly line takes over, building and testing your code, and then finally deploying it to a service like AWS App Runner, which handles all the complicated service stuff for you. And here's a little peek at what that looks like in practice. On the left, you've got the code a developer runs on their own machine. And on the right, that's the dashboard inside a cloud provider. It's where you set up the powerful database cluster that will hold all your app's data. It's this dance between your local code and the cloud's powerful infrastructure that turns a small project into a global service. And this really gets to the core of it. The old way of doing things was a nightmare of server configuration and scaling and constant maintenance. The new way, you basically just let these managed cloud services handle all that messy stuff. It frees you up, as a developer, to focus on what you actually do best, writing great code, not managing servers. Okay, so your app is built, it's deployed, it's live. We are golden, right? But hold on, we've missed one critical, crucial step: there's a blind spot that way too many developers overlook. And honestly, it's the most dangerous one of all: security. This quote just hits the nail on the head. Your app works perfectly when users do what you expect them to do. But what happens when they don't? What happens when someone is intentionally trying to break it? That's the entire world of application security. Let's just look at a couple of big ones from the OWASP Top 10, which is basically a most wanted list for web security risks. You've got things like broken access control. That's when a user can suddenly see, or even worse, edit data that isn't theirs. And then you have injection, where an attacker tricks your app into running their malicious code. These aren't hypotheticals. These are real, constant threats. Look, at the end of the day, security isn't just another feature you add on. It's a mindset. It requires what the experts call a healthy level of paranoia. You have to constantly question your own code and try to think like an attacker to find the weaknesses before they do. So as we've seen, getting that idea from code all the way to the cloud is a pretty epic journey, and it requires a modern developer to wear not just one, but 3 very different hats. And it all boils down to this. First, you are the builder, using tools like the MERN stack to create something from nothing. Then, you become the deployer, using the power of cloud automation to share it with the world. And finally, and most importantly, you must be the defender, protecting your creation from the threats that are out there. And that's the question I want to leave you with. In today's world, it's just not enough to build amazing things. You have to build them to last. And that means building them to be secure right from the very start.